What's good, boys? Today's video is about not looking back and looking forward. And a lot of people are going to think this is wrong in some sense because obviously reflection is key, and I 100% agree. Reflecting is the biggest thing one can do. In order to improve, you must reflect, because if you don't learn from your mistakes, then there's no point in making the mistake. What I mean by only looking forward is, when you make that mistake, you can reflect, but I mean, don't hate yourself for it. The reason why I've been through this, I'm speaking from experience here. I've woken up late. I've mm, gone back to certain addictions that made me hate myself and feel resentment and guilt and worry and anxiety, where it just messed up the rest of my day. If I woke up late, I would think I'm not good enough. I would think, what am I doing? And just cause unnecessary anxiety in myself. And you've got to understand that this is so unnecessary for this to happen. You're in complete control of this. Instead of just reflecting, and you can reflect and still feel these things, by the way, because we all make mistakes. And I want to just iterate that a mistake made more than once is a decision. So when you're making these mistakes, instead of you reflecting and still feeling this anxiety, worry, and guilt and self-hatred, this excess potential energy that's just gonna be reflected into your universe and in your life and it'll just ruin your reality, what you can do is just keep moving on. I woke up late today by an hour because I didn't hear my alarm, and I mean, obviously it's not ideal, but there's no point in me hating myself for it. Why would I want to resent myself? I love myself, because the whole point of this journey is self-love, right? So I make a mistake, I'm human. That's not an excuse, but I'm human. And as long as I do as much as I can in the time I have left, because that time's gone. The time that I lost that hour this morning, and I didn't hate myself this morning. It's completely fine because I've mastered this now. But I'm speaking if I was speaking to my younger self and people who are struggling with this. You make a mistake, that's fine. But you can reflect and understand, okay, I made the mistake, that's where I went wrong. But there's no need to hate yourself. Like, hatred is coming from you feeling these emotions of hatred and anxiety and worry and resentment is just going to attach you back to your old self, because that's the point. What's happening is you're waking up late, so then you're creating a fear and anxiety in yourself that you're going to go back to the way you used to be. And you've got to understand that these emotions are the exact thing your old frequency, aka your old self, will want you to feel so it can come back. It's almost like an addiction. It's causing you to feel negative emotions, and you're using them, and you don't even realize that they're actually attaching you back to your old self. So it's literally ruining you. And it's just, the self-resentment is not needed. What you need to, like, what I'm saying is, you can't get that time back. If you spent 10 minutes scrolling, it's the best move for you to do would put your phone down and get back to work. Instead of you sitting there for 10 minutes, like, obviously you could take a minute to reflect, like, why did I scroll? I was chasing dopamine, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll stop doing that now. It's out of my life. That's not the best version of me would do. Boom, made the mistake, boom. There's people, like, and then boom, okay, no, I've learned from it now, and then I'll do it less, simple, boom. But what people do is that they'll just sit there for another hour thinking, why did I do that? Getting mad at this hour. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? It's retarded. Am I allowed to? I don't care if I'm allowed to say that. It's stupid for you to even think these things. It's stupid because I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. I've been there in situations where I ruined my whole weekend. I would be like on NoFap, and I know this is just specific to a certain group of people, but a lot of you guys probably have had a porn addiction, and when you're trying to beat such a thing, I'd wait the whole week. I'd be fine, and the weekend I would wake up and blah 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 blah, and it would ruin my whole weekend, and I would like just hate myself for it. I literally would do stupid shit when I was supposed to be like grinding in a sense of like self-improvement, and I would cry. I literally cried. I remember one time I literally cried, like I was crying because I just hated it so much that I couldn't beat these things. And I'm glad this all happened because it's made me learn this now, and I've also got like other sources of information where I didn't even know about, so I'm glad I found those. But the point of this is, you're looking forward. And what I'm saying is, just when you make these mistakes, the best move you can make is by looking forward and making the best move possible and thinking, okay, well, I can't take back that time. I can only do my best now, because the actions in your past don't define you. The actions you take in the present moment define you. And you got to understand that looking forward is always the best move, because looking back is just going to hold you back in some sense. Like, looking back is just going to slow you down. And if you besides reflecting, if you keep looking back, you're just going to be consumed by the past, where you've got to be living in the present and doing the present actions and thinking of your future self. Because I do speak about killing your old self. I have spoken about that, but there is no old self. There's only you and your future you, the best version of yourself. So there is no old self. It's gone. It's eradicated. So stop looking back at it, besides reflecting and maybe looking at some progress that you've made. But you've set a baseline. You are the baseline almost now, because you are the standard. So looking forward is always the best move. And I hope this has been somewhat insightful. But what is the point of looking back when it's just going to hold you back? Like, get rid of that self-resentment, that self-hatred, and start understanding that you love yourself. So why would I feel those emotions? You're literally ruining your chances of success by just feeling those emotions, because like I said, they're tying you back to that old frequency. And that old frequency, you understand how frequencies work. Basically, the frequency you resonate at is what you vibrate at. What you vibrate at, wrong way around. The frequency you're at will reflect in your reality, right? And this is stuff I'm learning. I'm reading book, Reality Transurfing. Basically, the frequency you resonate at will reflect on your reality, because your thoughts control your vibrations. And people say, oh, like vibes, like that shit's real. Vibes are real. Vibrations, it's a real thing. Your vibrations therefore control the energy, the thought, the energy. So you're having negative thoughts, you create a negative vibration, then you have negative frequency. This then is reflected in the world, because the universe sees that and puts it in your desired reality. If you're giving out negative energy, you will attract negative energy. That's tied in with the law of attraction. That's just the law of the universe. So if you're thinking negatively, you will experience more negative things. So you get what I'm saying, right? Why would you choose to be low frequency? Why would you choose to be a low frequency self? The whole point of self-improvement is through self-love and wanting to improve and wanting to achieve your purpose and be the best. So you doing these things is actually killing your chances, and I hope that's helped. But yeah, like, I just want you guys to understand how you have to be at some certain level of awareness, even in these situations that, like, you make a mistake. The way to counteract is that I would suggest you, if you haven't already, taken notes during this video and like actually like rewatched it, because it's one thing for you to take in this information, and this information is correct. I'm telling you it's correct because I've experienced it and there's many other people who've experienced it. But if you take the hardest part that people face, I don't face because everything's easy for me, as I like to always say, because it's the truth, because that's my reality. But the hardest part people are facing is that they know the information, but they forget it. And it makes sense, right? You've been asleep longer than you've been awake. You've been that lower frequency self for like 60, how old are you? Say you're 17, like me, and you've only discovered this kind of stuff when you were 16 and like just turned 17 or 16. You've only known about this stuff for a year. So you've only been awake for a year. You've been your lower frequency self for 16 years. So you have to give yourself some sort of lenience, some sort of grace when you make that mistake. You've got to understand, like, okay, well, I'm still making progress. I'm still working as hard as possible. I've made a mistake. I'm not going to hate myself for it. And I'm just going to keep pushing to keep growing more, where it just minimizes. Because, like I said, holding on to those emotions are really just going to destruct you. And yeah, boys, I don't know if there's anything more for me to say. I hope this video has been helpful. I want you to understand how important your mind is and how everything you believe in your mind will come true. If I believe I'm afraid of ghosts and I'm in a haunted house with someone who's not afraid of ghosts, I will be more scared. Because what you've got to understand is that what you believe is the truth, and the truth is what an idea you've accepted into your subconscious mind. So like I said, if I believe in ghosts, I will feel fear because I've accepted the truth that there's ghosts in a dark house. Whereas if someone doesn't believe in ghosts, well then they're fine because they don't believe in ghosts. So their reality is boom. There's no ghosts, there's nothing to worry about. They have no anxiety, no fear. So look forward and don't be so, you can be hard on yourself because you need discipline, right? Self-discipline is the gateway to everything. It's the foundation for everything, self-discipline. But you also need to don't be too harsh on yourself where it causes self-hatred, because I feel like a lot of self-improvement gets muddled up with self-hatred. You need positivity. Everything stems from positivity. Positivity in the mind will reflect positivity in your life. I need you to understand this. Get rid of any negativity and focus on only positive things, only positive inputs, positive people. I have negative people in my life, gone. I don't care. Ignore them. I don't need that pendulums. I don't need any of that. I got a beard coming through low key. But no. It's like 12 a.m. right now. But like, you don't need that you don't need that negative energy. You don't need it. So choose, like, how much are you willing to sacrifice? I don't care if you've been friends with these people for 6 years or 6 months. What are you willing to sacrifice for your success? Bro, I got like hair. Bro, how am I getting hair in my mouth? Yeah, but what are you willing to sacrifice? Keep looking forward. Keep loving yourself. Like, I wish I had this advice when I was in your guys' position, because it would have been so detrimental. And I really hope you understand this and don't take this lightly. This is the foundation for your journey, and I'm telling you this now. If you've been stuck in these negative cycles of hating yourself because you're not making progress, you need to, like, this will help you tremendously, I promise you. Because the reason why you're stuck in those negative cycles is because you're hating yourself, even though you're not giving yourself any chance to even grow, because you're hating yourself after you made a mistake. Because obviously you've been asleep longer than you've been awake, and if I knew this in the beginning, I would have been much further. And since I've known this, I've made loads of progress. But yeah, not many people are talking about this. And if you guys have any questions, like, join my Discord. But if you're not active, like, not active, but if you're not actually locked in, like, with self-improvement, ecom, or not ecom, like business, right? And you're like just a fucking dilly-dallyer who's trying to, like, I don't know, like who's not serious. I don't care if you maybe think you're serious. You actually have to be serious. I don't want any retards in there. I will kick you if you're not, like, actually locked in. And by locked in, I mean, like, serious about improving your mind and just becoming the best version of yourself. And that may seem corny. Obviously, I want to help people, but I can only help people who want to help themselves. And if you're joining that, maybe that's the first step for you. But if you're not serious about it, don't join. And you're just watching this video for fun or to laugh at me or whatever, I don't care. So, yeah. Join the Discord. I'm going to put it in the description. And yeah, bro, I hope this video has helped you. I know I've kind of dragged it, but I think there's a lot of valuable information in here. And I'm going to read this book, journal, go to sleep, wake up, and get to the fucking money tomorrow again. Because that is my reality, is that I'm already successful in my mind, and I've accepted that belief. So I'm just waiting to materialize it. And all of this stuff may sound voodoo to a lot of you guys who've just been like David Goggins mindset stuff, but you've got to understand that this is true mindset. David Goggins doesn't have a good mindset because he fucking hates himself. He's got discipline, don't get me wrong, he's got great discipline, but I'm sure he doesn't enjoy life in some sense. I'm sure maybe he's got some, he enjoys the pain, obviously, but his mindset isn't good, trust me. If you know me, then you know the stuff I preach about everything being easy, and what I'm learning from people, my mentor as well, then you'll know that, like, all these people like Tate and Goggins, they're actually they're putting limiting beliefs in you that the work is hard. The work isn't hard. It's easy, I promise. The work is fucking easy. Like, anything, whatever you're doing, I don't care if you're fucking weightlifting or whatever the fuck you're doing, the work is easy. And as long as you don't believe that way and you believe it's hard, it will be hard. So, yeah. I'm gonna add some background music to this video. I really fuck with this video. Like, this evening's been eventful for me emotionally, and I feel like I'm changing lifelines as we speak, if you know what I mean. And I just want to help you guys, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, because like I said, if I saw this video when I was younger, it would have changed my life. And I know I'm just yapping, but there's like there's little diamonds, little nuggets of gold in this video, which I hope you can extract and extrapolate and put into your life and use it for the good of yourself and achieve your goals, because that's what matters. I'm gonna go sleep after I do what I need to do, because that's how it works. And yeah, I hope everybody has a blessed, don't know what time it is for you when you're watching this video, has a blessed evening, morning, afternoon, life, and everything. I hope you have a blessed everything. I just want to spread positivity because that's how I feel in myself. I'm always positive. So yeah boys, it's a bit late for me, so I'm just kind of, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you like me, if you like what I say, then drop a sub. I think that's the first time I've ever said that in a video. Drop a freaking sub. I've been long in this outro like crazy. What am I doing? Yeah, so drop the Discord's in the description. Drop a sub and a like if you like this video. Comment if you have any suggestions for what I'm saying or any objections, because I'd love to hear different points of views, and let me know if this helped you. And yeah, DM me if you need any help, or just join the Discord. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. It will be in the day in the life. I still haven't edited it because no excuse, I've just been working, but I need to prioritize everything. We're consistent, we're doing the work, don't worry. It's not like I'm being lazy, it's just haven't gotten to it yet, because priorities. I'll catch you guys in a bit. This has been a long ass video, but yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit, and yeah, peace.